I guess. Please, there's no charging. There we go. All right, welcome to the beach. We are. Oh, where's? Come on now. All right, so we're gonna go for 2 miles here. We're 17 and there you go, man. This has started. There's nobody in the stands. All right, there's something going on at the ballpark. It might be a soccer game though, or different something that they're done. There's no one in the stands. All right, and down this roll. All right, this is the dock. That's out to his tugboat. Some people fishing at the end. There's a dude with a metal detector looking for stuff. Dropped jewelry, coins, who knows what. Cell phones, tech stuff, tech cables. A metal detector. Sweep it. Sunset. Just in the zone. Alright, we're gonna walk over to Lifeguard Stand and then cross. Again, this is not charging, darn it. Is it going? 8:08 p.m. 91% on the battery. Don't want to lose coins out of my pocket. Speaking of metal detectors, keys. Why is this up? Charge. It's not charging. What the heck? There's this one. Felt like a pulse. There it goes. But I gotta get the lens off the. I gotta upgrade this. Get like a Mophie. Something, you know, where you're attached to the thingamajig. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling pretty good here, health-wise. I'm gonna go for my 2 miles along the shore, lifeguard stand, and let's start. It's 8:09 p.m., so hopefully get back here in an hour. That's the baby shoes. Digging stuff for sandcastles. I don't see any pumas. I see some golf balls, stick cups, cans, and this is almost high tide. Almost high tide. Today. Yesterday we were here a little bit later, so that means that the tides seem to be. Let's see. Like 23.5-hour cycles or 23-hour cycles. Is that right? Because the tide's gonna go a little bit higher than this. I think we were here at like 8:20 last time. It's a nice blue oyster, but it's pretty dirty. This pork. This cable's mad long. It's charging. All right, on we go. So tomorrow's Friday test day. Just living my life here. Walking on the beach. Just different types of pumice and rocks. So I'm looking for pumice stones, rocks, and shells that are unbroken. I'm gonna keep going. Tents and family tents. So we approach in a flock of seagulls. Since they often gather to feed off the leftover lunches and stuff. Folks don't throw them out. It's almost nearly high tide here. There's a rolling in. Welcome to chat. Passing this marker here. We're at about 1/10 of a mile. Maybe a little more. We're heading towards Brighton Beach. Thanks for checking me out. Please follow and subscribe. It's free. Walking along the shoreline. I don't know what's up with all this black sand that's coming out of this sandbar here. But I don't know if it's from the fireworks that they do on Fridays at this section of the beach. I think it is. They launch fireworks. Like, why don't they think about that? The sulfur and ash. I think it's the fireworks, black from the fireworks. Like the red and the ash, the sulfur when they launch the fireworks. Because they do it for like an hour every Friday. They have no runoff for this, man. It's kind of ruining the beach in this section. I'll bet it is, because when we go ahead a few hundred more feet, past all rides, because this is where they launch the fireworks. They have no ships trolling it and cleaning it, all of the rocket launches. So that's why it's black, guys. That's creepy. They don't clean it up. So folks that's the soot from the fireworks. Keep walking. But that's the soot from the Friday fireworks at Luna Park, 9:45 p.m. I'm very sure. Because when we get past the aquarium, the sand is going to be less black. Like this. All of this that's coming out of the ocean is from the fireworks launch. These nice, like, Roman candles, bottle rockets. But then they launched the massive ones that are like 2 and 3 stages, and the ones that shoot out the ones that are like sidewind missiles, and they go in these random vectors, and the ones that are like colors, and the ones that look like weeping willows when they explode. All those are serious pyrotechnics. So keep walking. And she had a boat. It was a nice, happy family. Now the waves are kind of serious. They're like 4-foot waves, especially for the kid. They're bobbing up and down so high. It's 3. I guess they're all teenagers, actually. Young people. All right, but as you can see, the sand is less dirty as we pass. Like, I watched the fireworks from this gazebo, and they launched them from there, so that's the blackest part of the sand. But it's clean up here, and the feeling of sulfur, like the water and the gunpowder, it's a lot less already. Just about, that's about 300 more feet. Like, you can see the sulfur and ash in the sand, but it was a lot less potent. I'm getting away from the launch site. Wow. That's true. And then the rain would wash it away too. But it's still here in these bays, because these bays are sort of like catch bays so that certain fish don't go away and that humans are here. So these inlet bays that go up a couple of 100 feet, right? Where so that there's some type of natural barrier or sandbar or even a wall that we can't see. So that the humans, it's very rare that a shark gets through. It's very rare that like a porpoise or a dolphin gets through. But it's, I don't know how much human waste it's containing. That has to be processed. But also now with this weekly fireworks, all that gunpowder, sulfur and ash has to be processed a week. They must know, the rangers must know, like, damn. Because before Memorial Day, sand wasn't black and red at all. So, as we keep going here, we're at about a third of a mil, a little bit more. But the color of the sand is going to get brighter again, and the ash and sulfur content from the fireworks, Friday fireworks here at Coney Island, will subside. It wasn't like this. Even last week wasn't this bad. Last week, the sand was not ash black like this. So, it's just, they're doing weekly displays of it's 9:45. They usually pretty much start on time. But you can see all the ash and sulfur in it. The foam is off the waves. This is all from the fireworks, guys. This dark The air is healthier here, about a quarter of a mile past the launch site. Like, there's less of weight in my lungs. But then again, people here too. But the air is definitely fresher here. If you turn around, like just past that lifeguard stand, like 500 feet away, maybe 800 feet away, that's where they launched the fireworks. So all this red sulfur and gunpowder. Yeah. All that's from the fireworks. People don't do campsites, so it's not like they're cooking. And it's not an oil dump. It's just week after week of the fireworks being launched. Wow. Wow. So we're heading to Brighton Beach here in 16 minutes for this approximately 1 mile walk. The sand is a lot firmer here at high tide. Somehow the waves are rolling right on top of this, creating this like sandbar. And they're rolling right off and the water's seeping down into the sand. So it's a lot harder. It's a lot easier of a walk than even at, I wouldn't say at low tide. It's different than at mid tide. It's like a nice, nicely packed sand. My right thigh's a little numb. I've been sitting in chairs a lot as I teach math. Oh, pumice stone. I collect pumice stone. So, I don't know if it's artificial or, like I said, it's just used for packing and these barges and ships. But pumice is expensive. That's what you can rub your feet with in the shower and take callus off. And, it's a rock that floats in regular water. But it's rather expensive. So I have a bucket of pumice stones at home. I don't know what to do with it. For an art project or a science demo. Like, take a jar of rocks and throw them into the water and watch the pumice stones. They'll sink. I don't know. There's a lot of cork here. But also, the ash from the fireworks at high tide here is different. There's another really pumice stone. I can't believe this. This is valuable stuff, you know. So, I don't know where it's coming from. There's no volcanoes here in New York on the waterways. So it's brought in for a purpose. A nice one. So we're a little bit past the half a mile, guys. Finding pumice stones. I don't want to get my feet soaked, but I do want to charge my phone. I should wrap it around a few times. Yes. I guess that's better. Well, as we make it to Brighton Beach, Fortunately, it's blocking the lens. That will not do. out my walk here. I'm going to turn around to show you Luna Park. Hey guys. There it is. There's the aquarium. Trump Towers. Some other affordable housing originally built for soldiers after World War II. Brighton Beach is a big Russian community, Ukrainian. I went to juggle in Bryant Park, and one of the older jugglers said somehow Russia came up and said, "May I remind you that the Russia-Ukraine war, over 500,000 people have died." And realize just how insane that statistic is. Because, yep, they just keep sending them to war. It's not like, 55, that's 10 times Vietnam, approaching that number. It's 500,000. Hello. It's 500,000. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's free to follow, subscribe. We'll continue to bring you good content. I think I am going to do my classes for free as I set up my Catholic school classes. I do my SH, SAT, and SAT for free. So I'm going to start doing that on weekends. And as I improve my content for Catholic school, gotta get on the ball because it's almost the end of July already. And I'm thankful to be a full-time teacher again. I'm not rich by any means, but thanks for checking me out, and I still juggle to the best of my abilities. And I just got to remember that I'm lucky to be in America, where there's no war. Countries that my ancestors came from. What is that? It's a handball. A blue handball. Anyway, let's keep going. These pumice stones are awesome. Look at this one. This one is great. I'm serious. That's amazing. It's porous, like sponge, and yet it floats in water. I don't know where it's coming from. I might post it on Reddit. Why does Coney Island Beach? It's mostly on weekends. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have pump stones in the water. I don't know. That was a gorgeous young person in a bikini over there. Golly. Should we turn around and... I don't like doing that on my stream. Just buying on the dungeon juice. Hey, what happened? What's going on? What happened to my lens? Hey, what's going on? It went black. Someone hacking my stream? Some scumbag? What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, I hit that button. Turn the camera off. Sorry, guys. You can still hear me. That was weird. Wearing a gorgeous young lady in a bikini. Screw my black. My thumb hit the button at that exact moment. I didn't even spin around to look at her ass. I didn't even spin around twice to look at that orange and white bikini, as she said, glistening and moist, the copper tan in the sun. I didn't even fucking spin around, guys. The screen went black. How weird. Must be some type of psychosexual guilt or something, psychosomatic guilt feeling. But let her sunbathe. Let her cook, I guess, right? Let her cook. It's the expression nowadays. Okay. Alright, we're almost at the volleyball courts. So we're there within 10 minutes. It's like the last 10 minutes. Whew. Yeah, baby. It's funny, most of the, classmates my age, they have teenage kids, or they're on their second or third marriage, or beyond, their 10th relationship. They're financially very stable. Me, I still live month to month, and thankful for the work. I was never a womanizer. I don't know what to tell you. Never a trickster. Just the straight man in the circus, Alright, we're gonna go to the volleyball courts. Alright. Walk on the blue rug, because I haven't. We'll save a little time. The sand is super soft here, so my ankles and feet are slipping as I try and get footage through my shifting the weight of my body through my thighs, down through my knees, pushing off with the calves. It's a good calf workout. All right, and this runner is great. So we're gonna walk a mile back to the parachute jump. But first, I'm gonna find some good car tracks. Here they are. We're gonna take this one. So the sand's a little firmer along the car tracks. So we're walking past the 8 volleyball courts. The time is 8:34. There's only 2 games going on. This might be the humidity or some local news, I don't know. But that's weird for a Thursday. And on we go. These ladies are looking for something, and it's not me. Is charging as I hold the phone up against the charging pad. That's good. And we're passing the recycling area. Looks like they're passing up the last games for the night. We came here at 9 o'clock. The humidity was less and it was cooler. 2 things not as good tonight as last night, Wednesday. One, warmer. It's about 5 to 10 degrees warmer. And the humidity, there was no humidity last night, or very low. Folks are really having a good time. You see the gorgeous ladies of volleyball playing with their families and friends. The Russians and even the Mexicans playing together. It's a wonderful international night here on Wednesday. But tonight, the last 2 games are wrapping up. And the families are talking about their jobs and what they're going to have for dinner and dessert. And me, walking on. There's tags from some Reebok shoes or some sports shirt or swimsuit. Some $10 swimsuit they bought over there in Brighton Beach in one of the Russian cheap stores. So they could Is that a car? No, it's a vaping. Thought it was a bullet train, but it's a vaping stick, not a bullet train. I was thinking, who would play with a bullet train on the beach of Coney Island? But it is a large vaping stick. I keep thinking in my mind's eye, these kids that graduated from the school I work at, going to these high schools where everybody vapes but them, and being little children again as they go to 9th grade high school. It's a weird thought. But when I was in 9th grade, I didn't smoke or vape. Someone wants to tell you. All right, thanks again for the extra thumbs up. I'm following the car tracks. This is Sands. All right. Let me go. Oh, it's turning left, and I'm not. Storage container for a better view. It's not an easy climb, girls. We're 19%. 12 viewers. Heading to the blue carpet. We're slow tonight. But then again, we started the walk at about 3 minutes. So maybe 30 seconds behind normal pace. I got some phlegm in my nose. I'm gonna hack it up. Hopefully no one will walk on it. I'll pick some sand over it. Out of respect for the random walks. The other woman, huh? Thank you. Gracias. All right, here we're at the playground. And I'll zoom in on this wonderful artistic arch. It's quite lovely, folks. Brighton Beach at Luna Park.
We need to die! We need to die! Move to die!
I keep forgetting that my great-grandmother reached like 94, 95. She lived by herself. Her sister had passed away, I think. Rose had passed away. my dad brought her to a senior center down here near Brighton Beach. I don't know how far it was down, like right here. But every once in a while, I feel like I think about when we go to the park, or I think about her. It's not just because, they're Russians, but like, no, she was really here. She lived a long life, like almost 100 as well. So, she really did. So I have a feeling, they have these Seagate communities, these apartment complexes that are for seniors. I think Dad moved her down here. I don't know if he had an arrangement with the cousins, because he'd visit her on his own. He wouldn't visit her with the cousins, because he would take us once in a while, but then he would go down there. But he said we weren't going to Long Island, we're going into Brooklyn. I forget how he described it, but as he got older, I meant to ask him, because when I was working here the last 10 years, where was Grandma Ethel? Was she at one of the, I know when I was doing food, I was like to all these senior centers, to the doormen. I was like, Dad, was she here in Brighton Beach, or was she here in by Stillwell, or these different Russian and Eastern European senior centers? There's a lot more behind us. He was really good about that, It was his grandma, so he was good about, I don't know, I guess she was really good to him. He really was, like, wasn't playing at all. He was like, no, go see Grandma Ethel. It's funny because my grandparents didn't live that long. They were chain smokers. But on mother's side, both of my grandparents lived into their 90s. My father lived to 90. May he rest in peace. And we're going to have a service for him soon. He just passed away early July. I'm still in shock because I didn't get to say goodbye, But I'm going to start writing things down. My cousin was telling me stories for a while, but I haven't spoken to him for a few days. But he told me some really good stuff from the male side of the family. What can I tell you? Apparently, my cousin and my grandfather, he's the first cousin he's the first cousin of my father. So how's this rolling here? There's some funny, I didn't see that person rolling, pushing it at all. They're the sisters or whatever. But here we are on Ocean Parkway, Riegelman. But on my father's side, there were 8 children. My cousin says that, well, that family came from Marie Morris, and the grandmother was in Romania, became a duchess. She made into royalty. So if any of the family in America got into trouble in their work, she would financially bail them out. So they were owners of factories and, in the fashion district. They ran sort of textile businesses and stuff. But my grandfather being younger, he was just a really hard worker. He's the youngest. He didn't inherit like a factory or anything. But out on Long Island, they have these, cemeteries. And there's a family cemetery for my grandfather's family because they had this money from this duchess. So they have a park. So I was thinking I'd try and visit it. I'm going to save some money. Maybe just rent a hotel, like nearby. Take the Amtrak or the Long Island Road out there. And then I'll stream it. Like my family on my father's side, I didn't inherit any massive wealth, but they have a memorial park, and there's a space for each of the 8 children, apparently, and I don't know how many are there. So I thought that Grandpa wanted to be with Grandma in Miami. I just don't know. Nobody tells me anything, you know. And it's weird being the black sheep when you're a kid with 3 college degrees, you know. But it's just one of those things. It just wasn't. So thanks to my cousin for telling me some stories to help fill in the gaps, make sense of some of the weird patterns in my life. Sometimes when a relative tells you stories, you have insights into why you behave with certain people certain ways, or have an affinity or aversion to things. And we've had our share of strange events as the children of this hardworking family of immigrants. So, what can I tell you? My cousin was a professor of architecture in his older years. And very interesting life. So, I'll keep going. So I guess I could do that this weekend, but I got to finish setting up this course. So maybe at the end of August, I could head out to Long Island, look for the family cemetery in the park that they bought. Apparently, he said that call ahead, give your number or bring your birth certificate, because they can just research you on the computer anyway. Lineage, when your family all has legit birth certificates, you know. And I did that once for my grandparents, and it had their date of birth and their date of passing, and a few facts about their work and places they lived even. So I don't remember if it said place of burial, place or anything like that. My dad's wife, he had gotten remarried, said that she would like to have them be buried together, so she has already set up like a columbarium at the church. My father converted a long time ago, you know. And they had a long marriage, you know. 30 years, I guess, right? Yeah. Maybe 32 years or so. On we go. Here's the volleyball court at 5th Street. And I hear some music playing. Someone's got a boombox or something. And the sun is setting. The color of the sky is very nice. Let's pause here and appreciate God's earth. So I've been doing some analysis on my options trading on this app. And I just like randomly go, I look for the indicators, and I sector rotate, and I just do these quick naked options trading for because I got rocked by it when I first learned about options. So I'm not much better at it. And I thought, now when I trade options, I'm making grocery money every week if I save enough. I'm getting good. So I analyzed by sector rotation, and consumer discretionary, which has been in the news because that's Tesla and Amazon. It's been on this roller coaster, and I've been fucking it up for through 2 years now. And I didn't realize how much money I was losing with that sector spider, with the consumer discretionary ETFs. Just like, what a waste of money down the drain. So be careful when you think you're options trading, you think you're good at what you do, and you're not really tracking it. So I'm going to sit down tonight. Where are these chemtrails up here? Anyway, speaking of chemtrails, yeah, that beach is nasty chemtrails. But the air's even healthier over here than it is on the beach, let me tell you. But, yeah, if you're sector rotating, it's one thing. If you're trading the SPX with like a Vanguard fund or a Spider fund, very safe. I know it sounds conservative, but you can do well just doing that. And the other stuff, just the volatility, you just gotta, and the way like bad things will happen and Trump will rattle the market and then it goes the other direction. That's been happening for like years now, or the news. And I'm sounding like a capitalist that doesn't care about events, but yeah. Let's see if they fix the gaping hole here from the 50,000 runners that ran the Brooklyn Marathon. But it's weird when I talk like this because it seems like, well, are you donating to these Ukrainian relief, or I've been donating to Marines Toys for Tots. Wow, they re-screwed the new boards on. But it's a lot of damage from the half marathon. You see, all these screws are up still. You just have to go. They have to super glue all of them when they do these marathons. Just F's everything up. Let me go. These are loose boards, man, from the marathon. Crazy. You hear them creaking? Someone was walking and their foot went right through one of these 1x3s. You gotta do something about these. Crazy. Right. Camera steady at 6%. I don't know why that is, because I thought it was charging. I'm not holding it next to the Q plate strongly enough. What if I do this? I'm holding in front of me like walking with a chest camera, body cam hold. Hopefully it'll charge faster. Should really go. Now it's at 5%. Sometimes if you hold it wrong, I was reading an article, if you hold the Q pads at like the wrong angle, don't shut off apps, and then it drains 5%. So if I have to end stream before the end of the walk, that sucks ass, but I might have to. So we're down to 5%, guys. Oh well. But I'll hold it tighter. See if that's better. No, because I don't want to. All right, I'll just hold it tighter. Well, that's the best I can do. I'm gonna put a couple of these 11 wristbands on it. Hold on just a second. Oh well. I hope that does the trick. Now it stopped charging. Now we're back. Now it's at 4%. Crap. in the aquarium. I just jumped from 4 to 7%. That's good. Tomorrow is testing day, the tutoring house. So I'll get up in the morning, have a breakfast. Maybe I'll make French toast, some eggs, and get some fucking laundry done, cleaning. And then I just haven't a student until 2 o'clock. So I gotta use better use of my time. I'm playing video games and watching stupid videos on where have I been going? Well, Disney, for example. Go to Disney sometimes. And I was gonna watch Tron. There's another Tron movie coming out with Flynn and the crew. Hey, the rubber bands work. We're back up to 9%. So we're Flynn and Rom and the MCU. The master control unit. There's the Cyclone. Can we get a zoom in on the Cyclone? You cannot. Stark says you cannot go to Master Control. That is a great cult movie if you don't know Tron. So they're bringing back the same light cycles and robots from 1980 to 1984 in the new version. There's some type of renegade program again. Tron was and Flynn, Tron was an awesome program. It was like the best at video games. So he'd throw his frisbee and he'd take everyone out in those games. But Flynn was trapped because he invented some type of particle zapper that moved so you could go to the microverse, like Micronauts or like Adam Ant or Ant-Man, what's his name? Or Hank Pym in Marvel. So in Tron, you could go into the computer circuitry, become a program. You could be de-resed, means you die. But since Flynn was an actual user, a human whose particles were beamed into the computer, he developed telekinetic powers. Did you see this movie? You didn't. So he had user powers. So you could move and they were in a crisis, you could do crazy telekinetic things to, like using the Force. This is 1984, so I guess Return of the Jedi was out. And he could project like streams, this electric streams, the neon beams, through his body and connect programs and like the sailing ship. Anyway, I'm not spoil too much, but I'm looking forward to the new Tron movie. We're at 10%. So if you have a keypad, remember to bring some rubber bands because direct contact with pressure, just maybe 3 to 5, I don't know, 50 newtons of pressure, less than that, is a much better electrical connector, so it's charging the phone now instead of draining it. Oh, someone dropped Minnie Mouse. There's this dude here in this hat, and he launches up these glow toys. It's like a whirly gig or something. You know, they have like the stick with those like There are trees in New York City, and when the pea pods fall out, they are like helicopters. So they come down to the ground spinning like a helicopter blade and they land. So it's just one of those toys that kind of launches and spins like a frisbee flat or like one of those helicopter sticks. But this dude's really good at it. He's got like he's been playing in Puerto Rico or DR like since he was a kid. So when he launches them, it's like he's a 5-year-old kid launching into the Atlantic Ocean. This dude has the skills. You ready? The blue thing that's being launched? I'm gonna stand behind him so you can see how good some of these guys are. But even on with windy crosswinds here, he gets some launches sometimes that are like close to 100 feet. I don't know how he does it with the flick, but he definitely reads the wind really pretty well. This dude. This is older dude with a baseball hat. Let's see if it's him. And the lady's selling them. But that good knows what he's doing. See this blue thing? That dude knows what he's doing. Not this dude. There he is. In the gray shirt. He is selling them. He's a good salesman. He can really do it. This guy in the Yankees hat. Like this kid, not bad. The kid in black, he's not bad. But this guy in the Yankees hat, watch. This guy's awesome. See the kid in the Yankees? This kid? I didn't get the catch. This guy in the hat, when he launches them, he just gets these crazy good launches. Hey, this kid, not bad. That's gonna be short. Yeah. But you got to be able to read the wind. See this one right here? It's going to be behind him. He got an updraft. That's cool, man. That's good. This old man here. See the hat? Did it again. He caught it again. He reads the wind so well. There you go. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, guys. We're almost there. I don't know if there's a game at the stadium or not, but I don't believe it went back down to 6%. Maybe it's overheating though. It's holding steady at 6. Also, I need a fanny pack battery or like a tactical book bag. What do they call Tactigear? Where you have like the extra straps that hold like tin boxes for like extra supplies, old army bags that have extra straps. So then I could strap the battery down and like kind of cradling it off my belt. Of course, being the idiot that I am, why don't I just put it behind the belt? Duh, so that would work. There's my... Alright, put it behind the belt. Okay, that's gonna work. Alright, anyway. Thunderbolt, Sky Chaser. So I've been reading the news lately, mental health of Trump again. But it might have been like the series of 10 to 12 faux pas where his own team is just trying to tell him to shut the fuck up, like, and the market will rise and just say less. Just don't put your foot in their mouth every 2 hours, you know. President, sir, it's bad for diplomacy when you have these wars in Russia and wars in Israel and your tariffs that you want to do. You keep mouthing off nonsense. So they keep saying mental health decline, mental health decline. It's like, you know, 79, 80. Who knows? As we wrap up this walk. 62 minutes. All right. So after the carousel, feel good. Legs feel strong. Legs feel good. I feel like I could go for an extra few miles. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. I'll go for a 5K. Like ride up to Prospect Park and walk around Prospect Park. Should I do that? It's a better use of my time. I used to, you know, run around Central Park Loop 4 or 5 times a week. That's 6.02 miles. I do the outer loop. Prospect Park is about a 5K. It's about 3 and change. It's very hilly. Because it's shorter, it seems hillier than Central Park. Central Park is hilly, but on the north end. Alright, rambling. Nobody's watching this channel. Thanks for checking out this stream. I'm gonna hopefully go to my bike here and unlock it. And go home. Make something to eat. Alright. Squeaky brakes. Alright, I'm out of here. Alright, so the 4 of you, thanks for watching. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Later. Later, skaters. Alright, so that's going to do it for me. And thanks for watching. Back to my bike, and it's here. Alright, later, skaters.